Good evening. PPE. Have you ever heard that terminology being used? Have you ever wondered exactly what is PPE? Well, PPE simply stands for personal protective equipment. And what PPE is any type of equipment that is used to protect you, the employee, from any type of bodily injury, from any type of harm during a workday. What are our objectives on this evening? We're going to discuss, show you this specific type of PPE, which is known as a foam earplug. This is one of the most basic forms of PPE that you have, one of the most basic earplugs that you can use. And what we're going to do on this evening is make sure that you understand the proper use, how to properly use this specific type of earplug, okay? Now, just briefly, we're going to go over this earplug, perhaps why your employer has already chosen this. There are several things that your employer is going to look for when choosing personal protective equipment. Example, earplugs. There has to be a certain noise reduction level rate. This one actually has a noise reduction rating. It's going to be placed on your boxes, okay? And this is actually going to have a noise reduction rate of 4, okay? Now what that means is the noise that you'll hear when wearing these earplugs is going to be 4 decibels less than the noise level that you're going to be exposed to when not wearing these earplugs. Now, what the noise reduction level is for a regular 8-hour day is 86 decibels. So when wearing these particular earplugs, then you will be hearing only 82 decibels of noise, which is going to reduce your exposure, which is going to in turn reduce the risk of long-term harm to your ears, okay? Now, with this specific type of earplug, whenever you're using any type of personal protective equipment, you want to make sure that you are sterile. Your hands are clean, they've been washed and or sanitized. Now, I've already washed my hands, but I do have some hand sanitizer that I'm going to use right here before actually handling the earplugs. You just want to do that to help minimize any risk of any type of infection or anything else, because you will be using this earplug in your ear. Now, this is what these earplugs actually look like. If you can see, they're actually just cone-shaped, cylinder-shaped plugs. We do have some cone shapes, but we're going to use this right here for tonight. Normally, what you want to do, I'm going to first of all show you what is the improper way to place this ear in your earplug. If you take your earplug and you simply lay it in the canal like so, that is an improper way. This is an improper way of wearing this earplug. You do not want to just have this cylinder placed in your ear like this. The proper way, the correct way to wear this particular brand, this particular shape of earplugs is to actually take your fingers. You're going to smush it down because you do want it to go into the ear canal. You're going to place it in, and it's going to be really less visible. It should look like this. Now, once you have placed your earplugs in your ear correctly, you'll hear the difference around you. When we had it incorrectly, there was not a lot of reduction level, there was not a lot of differences in the noise. So you want to make sure that you're wearing them properly. Once again, this is the incorrect way. This is the correct way. Simply squeezing the foam between your fingers, placing it comfortably into your ear. You do not want to place it too deep into your ear, because that can cause some pain, okay? So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to have Michael demonstrate how to, first of all, properly put in earplugs. We're going to start by him sterilizing his hands. We don't have soap and water, but for tonight's purposes, we are going to use hand sanitizer, okay? So once he's sterilized his hands, I'm going to give him a brand new pair of earplugs. You want to always know that when you receive a pair of earplugs from your employer, they should be in a sealed container. whether it's going to be a plastic container with a top. This actually just has a little baggie. So I'm going to give this baggie to Michael. Allow him to open up his own earplugs. I don't want to, you know, taint them with my germs, my hands, okay? It's going to open up these earplugs and demonstrate to you the proper way to insert these earplugs. And as you can see, he's actually squeezing down the shape of the earplug to fit into his actual ear canal. And if you could please turn. So you do see that there is not a lot of the ear plug that is actually exposed. So with that being said, once again, it's a quick overview. The purpose of this training was to make sure that we understood how to properly use a pair of personal protective equipment. This evening we were discussing earplugs, okay? Earplugs are a safe way to make sure that you are safe at work. Good night. Thank you.